Hello friends and welcome to my channel Angrezi Sahitya. Today we are going to explore one of the most important plays in modern theatre, Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. So let's begin. Hey friends, let's start by getting to know the writer of Waiting for Godot, Samuel Beckett. He was born in Ireland in 1906 and he was a writer, a poet and a playwright. That means he wrote stories, poems and plays. Friends, he was part of something called theater of the absurd. That means his plays often show how life can feel weird, confusing, and without a clear meaning. Waiting for Godot is his most famous play, and it's a perfect example. It's about waiting, repeating things, and not getting clear answers. Just like life something feels. Waiting for Godot is a play about two men, Vladimir and Estragon, who are waiting for someone named Godot. But the strange thing is, Godot never comes. That's the whole story. While they wait, they talk, argue, laugh, play games, and even think about leaving. But they always stay. Along the way, they meet other characters like Pozo, a loud and bossy man, his quiet servant Lucky, and a boy who brings messages saying Godot will come tomorrow. The play has two acts, and both are almost the same, full of waiting and wandering. Hey friends, let's quickly go through the main characters in Waiting for Godot in the easiest way possible. There are only a few characters, but each one is very special and tell us something about life. First, we have Vladimir, also called Didi. He is the one who thinks more deeply. He remembers what happened before, asks serious questions, and often tries to understand the meaning of life. He's like the mind of the pair, always thinking and worrying about why they are waiting. Then there is Stragon, or Gogo. He is the opposite of Vladimir in many ways. He forgets things, often complains about his feet or being hungry, and doesn't think too deeply. But he is funny and real. He is more focused on basic needs like food, sleep, and comfort. Together, Vladimir and Estragon show how people balance thinking and feeling. Next, we meet Pozo, a loud, bossy man. He acts like he is very important, but he treats his servant very badly. He wants attention and power. Then there is Lucky, his servant. Lucky doesn't speak much at first, but when he does, he gives a very long and confusing speech. He shows what happens when people are treated badly for a long time. They become broken and silent. Finally, there is the boy. The only comes for a short time at the end of each act. He tells Vladimir and Estragon that Godot won't come today, but maybe tomorrow. He represents hope even if it's a small and unclear. And that's it. Just five characters, but through them, the play talks about life, suffering, friendship, and the endless waiting we feel sometimes. Hey friends, let's talk about what happens in Act First of Waiting for Godot. Don't worry, it's not a complicated story, and I'll explain it step by step. We start with two friends, Vladimir and Estragon, standing near a lonely tree. They are waiting for someone called Godot. But here is the strange part. They don't really know who Godot is, or when exactly he will come. They just keep waiting. While they wait, they talk about their lives, argue a bit, joke around, and even think about leaving. But they never do. Friends, after some time, two new characters arrive, Pozo and his servant Lucky. Pozo is loud and full of pride. He acts like he is very important and treats Lucky very badly. He orders him around and pulls him with a rope. It's a very sad and uncomfortable relationship to watch. Then, something surprising happens. Pozo tells Lucky to think, and Lucky gives a very long, fast, and confusing speech. It sounds like nonsense, but it shows how broken and tired Lucky's mind has become after being treated so badly for so long. After that, Pozo and Lucky leave. Then A boy arrives with a message. He tells Vladimir and Estragon that Godot will not come today, but maybe he'll come tomorrow. That's all the boy knows, and then he leaves. At the end of Act First, Vladimir and Estragon decide to return the next day and wait again. They say they are going to leave, but they stay right where they are. And that's the first act, friends. Not much happens, but there is a lot of feeling in the waiting. Hey friends, let's now talk about Act 2 of Waiting for Godard. Just like Act First, Vladimir and Estragon are still waiting near the same tree for Godard. Nothing much has changed. And that's the point. The same waiting continues, just in a slightly different way. Once again, Vladimir and Estragon talk, argue, play little games, and try to pass the time. But this time, things feel a little more sad and tired. Estragon's memory is even worse, and both of them seem more hopeless. Still, they keep each other company and try to stay positive even it's hard. Soon, Pozo and Lucky return. But now something is very different. Pozo is blind and Lucky is mute. He can't speak at all. Pozo is no longer powerful and proud. He stumbles around and needs help. This change shows us how quickly life can turn and how power doesn't last forever. Vladimir tries to understand why things are changing and asks more questions about life. But no clear answers come. Pozo doesn't even remember meeting them before. Everything feels more confusing. After a while, Pozo and Lucky leave again. Then, just like in Act First, the boy returns and guess what? He gives the same message. Godot is not coming today, but maybe tomorrow. When Vladimir asks him if he remembers coming the day before, the boy says no. It's like time is stuck in loop. In the end, Vladimir and Estragon decide to wait again. They talk about leaving, but they stay. The play ends just like the first act, with two people standing by a tree, still waiting. It may seem like nothing changes, but the feelings of hope, sadness, and confusion grow deeper. And that's Act 2, friends. Quite simple, but full of meaning. Hey friends, so you might be wondering what does this play really mean? It feels like not much happens, right? But actually that's the whole idea. Waiting for Godot is not about big action, it's about waiting. The play shows us how people spend their lives waiting for something. A person, a message, a change. That may never actually come. Let's talk about time. In the play, time doesn't feel normal. Every day seems exactly like the one before. It's hard to tell if some time is moving at all. This shows how life can sometimes feel stuck or repetitive. Like we are doing the same things over and over again. There is a lot of repetition too. The same words, the same actions, even the same conversations. This makes us think about how life can feel like a circle. Wake up, eat, work, sleep, repeat. It can feel like we are just filling the time while waiting for something bigger. But we don't always know what that is. Now, let's talk about Goddard. Who is he? We never meet him. Some people think he's a symbol for God or maybe hope or even meaning itself. Beckett never tells us. That's the point. We wait, we hope, but we don't get clear answers, just like real life. Sometimes we don't understand why we are here or what we are waiting for. And finally, Vladimir and Estrogan's friendship. They argue and annoy each other, but they never leave. This shows us something beautiful. Even when life feels empty or confusing, we still need people. We need connection, and that's one of the most important messages in this play. Thank you for watching this video on Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video, and remember, keep thinking, keep questioning.